The BIHL chairperson, members of Dambe Growth, members of the BIHL board and subsidiary boards, the executive teams and management from the group, our associate companies, brokers and agents and clients, valued stakeholders, our media partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. My job this morning is to give you an overview of our strategy. So I will not necessarily go into the numbers. I will allow Andre to do that. Our 3-year strategy ended last year. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you our strategy for the next 5 years. As our chairperson said, it's important to look at the results in the context of a long-term view, not just to look at the 6 months. Just a reminder of our purpose as the BIHL Group. Our purpose is to deliver sustainable returns to shareholders through prudent investments and the acquisition of profitable and complementary organizations in Southern Africa. It's important to also underscore that in this quest to go outside the country, we will not be competing with Sanlam, but seeking to collaborate with Sanlam. This is who we are as the BIHL Group. The group is comprised of leading brands. Indeed, we're very fortunate that within our umbrella, all our brands are leading in their respective industries. The group has 3 main subsidiaries: Botswana Life, Legal Guard, and BIFM. We also have associates in Lesego, Botswana Insurance Company, the new kid on the block, Funeral Services Group, as well as Nico Holdings. A cursory look at our top shareholders. We have Sanlam at 58.7%, BPOPF 16%, MVA at 3.8%, and we have 21% held by various institutional as well as retail shareholders. Our footprint, which is comprised of associate representation, is broader than our aspiration to be in Southern Africa. So that footprint is representative of Lesego's footprint, as well as FSG's and Nico Holdings. As BIHL, we're desirous to operate in markets where there's upside because of low insurance penetration. And that is what we're going to be looking at as we go into Southern Africa, where we find opportunities. Going into the strategy, we just concluded on our 5-year strategy. And as mentioned earlier on, our vision still remains to be the leading regional financial services provider through the optimization of the group's collective strength, underpinned by strong governance, good corporate citizenry, risk management, good ethics and values. One cannot overemphasize those principles. We have 5 pillars under our strategy. The first one being to improve and grow existing offerings, really focusing on strengthening our mature businesses. To deepen existing partnerships in order to improve the reach to clients. We want to also, as mentioned, gradually expand into attractive SADC markets, to harness group strategies, and lastly, refine organizational capacity, structure, and culture, which really talks to investing in our people. A little bit more detail on each of the pillars. As mentioned, our first pillar is to improve and grow existing offerings, and therefore delivering growth and strengthening our mature businesses. This is premised, ladies and gentlemen, on client centricity. In everything we do, the customer is center stage. We therefore intend to refine our market segmentation processes to increase penetration in existing markets, we have recently introduced new and innovative and game-changing products at Botswana Life, one of which we believe is going to change this landscape forever. We have a life product in the name of Puelo, with a return of full premiums at the end of 15 years if the client survives the period, plus a 20% on top of the value of the premiums paid. That, we believe, will help a lot of our people, not only to protect their families, but also to save, so they achieve two objectives in one. As I go through the pillars, I think you'll be very pleased, our stakeholders and shareholders will be pleased to know that we're not waiting for 2017 to implement some of the initiatives. We've actually started on implementing these initiatives. As mentioned, the affluent division has been launched. Looking at the unbanked segment, there's a lot of work, and that work started many years ago, to continue to improve our offering to clients, to increase penetration of the unbanked segment. Indeed, for the period ending June 2016, this particular segment contributed handsomely to our results, contributing 3% to our value of new business. If you understand how much you're charging in terms of premium, you'll appreciate that it's a great contribution. Average premiums are around 50 pula. So to contribute 3% to VNB and an additional 3% to operating profit is significant for this unbanked segment. And from our perspective, it's also really commitment to ensuring that our products and services are available to even those members of our community who are not banked. So we're passionate about providing services to everyone in Botswana to offer that dignity that is needed by all of us. Our Life Rewards loyalty program continues to be the distinguishing factor in terms of our value offering. And indeed, as we go forward, we will be launching a phase 2, which I will not necessarily go into and tell you what it's about, in 2017. We believe, again, that it's another life changer, or game changer rather, for the industry and for our clients. We continue to collaborate in building a one-stop shop, and that is evident in how we're now using our distribution channels and in how we're positioning the affluent division. We continue to look at new distribution channels and partnerships to improve our customer reach and customer service. Insofar as deepening existing partnership is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted that our existing partnerships continue to deliver on our aspirations. We have a number of significant partners on the bank assurance front: Standard Chartered Bank, Bank ABC, Atlas Mara, Lesego, FNB, and we're quite delighted to have FNB as a new bank assurance partner. And we believe that we will benefit a lot from that relationship. Through these channels, we have launched 7 products in the last first half of the year. So the second quarter, we launched 7 products. As mentioned, we continue to collaborate, and we continue to look for opportunities, to look for growth and to deepen these partnerships. Expansion into attractive markets. Just touching very briefly, we have a stake in Nico Holdings. That partnership started in, I think we acquired that business in December 2015, giving us access to growing markets in Southern Africa. So Nico Holdings is present in Mozambique, Uganda, and Tanzania, with 4 main subsidiaries in Malawi and 1 subsidiary in Zambia. In the past quarter as well, we increased our stake in Lesego from about 23% to 25.7%. Lesego, as I said, is giving us indirect access to markets outside of Southern Africa through their lending business. FSG as well, we increased our stake to 35.6%, and FSG continues to deliver as well. FSG is present in 3 countries with plans to enter Zimbabwe in the near future, probably in 2017, depending on what unravels in Zimbabwe from an economic situation. We also have we also acquired a 50% indirect stake in BIC, and we are quite confident that BIC will continue to deliver. For us, it's important. It's an important acquisition because then what we have is a complete offering from an insurance perspective. Our African Life Services business in Zambia, although having encountered some challenges this year, we believe that its growth potential remains intact over the long term. And as mentioned, and it's a question that I know comes up very often, it is important to just be candid about our aspirations, is that we want to continue to explore SADC for opportunities, and as and when those opportunities come, we will invest in those opportunities. From harnessing synergies, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, technology now drives the world. From our perspective, technology plays a key role in our businesses. So we continue to invest in technological developments, and presently we have a number of IT projects that are ongoing and at different levels, different stages of implementations. Key technological challenges have also been embedded in some of our businesses, and at Botswana Life, we are now able to provide access to certain transactions through the call center. So our clients are able to call Botswana Life call center and can have certain financial processes be conducted through the call center without leaving the comfort of their homes or their offices, whichever they prefer. Life Rewards, as I said, is really just a game changer, and we're very proud of this innovation. As we go forward, particularly as our economy becomes challenging and clients have to prioritize between spending money on insurance and other forms of their basic needs, we believe that focusing on the quality of our business as a way of delivering on our core earnings and our promise to shareholders, it's very key that we actually focus on the quality of our business as well as focusing on efficiency of our new underwriting processes. It is therefore very pleasing for me to announce that at BIC, fast tracking of claims under 20,000 Pula is in place. At Botswana Life, Nurses on Wheels service has been introduced, another new development, as well as at Botswana Life, an auto underwriting tool, which is targeted for rollout in the 4th quarter, is also ongoing. That project is ongoing. All of these, ladies and gentlemen, are very important and significant milestones in our industry. And I can invite you to test some of these processes, but not the BIC one because you'll be claiming. Just the Botswana Life ones, because then you'll be taking a policy with Botswana Life. The shared channel that we have created for the BIHL Unit Trust and the BIHL Affluent function is expected to deliver. This is where our financial advisors at the Affluent Division are also able to sit with a client and sell the unit trust business all at one point. It's very, very important that as we go forward, we want to make it easy for our clients to access services at a single point, and this is what we are trying to achieve. Management of costs, ladies and gentlemen, remains very key. It's a key focus area, and that's why going forward, we're looking at newer technology that can help us manage costs, at the same time, helping us to deliver service in a better way. Increasing organizational capacity, structure, and culture, that is investing in our people. It's very important that when you talk about business sustainability, you don't just look at the financial aspect of your business. It's important that in the future, we have a strong pipeline of leaders within the organization. And to this end, we have a number of initiatives under the People Pillar. In 2015, we signed an MOU with BIHL University. Through that MOU, we're going to be sending, and we have started sending, our staff to do a diploma, to study for a diploma in risk and insurance. And we're expecting our first batch of graduates in 2017. We have about 17 staff members who are on that program. We also have other leadership programs, and where we are partnering with Sanlam and Stellenbosch. That started a while back. Again, that's a people development agenda that we're pursuing. In order to achieve all that, it was important for us to increase our spend on training, which we increased from 2% to 5% in the current period. We've also introduced a development coach initiative, which is aimed at improving our skills and competencies. We also recently just launched an e-learning platform through which we expect that initially 150 employees can study for various programs through the e-learning platform, and the e-learning platform will be availed to the staff across the group. Again, this is helping us to fast-track development in a cost-efficient manner.